Through your pores, the juice distill. Amber Pete. His nice theoristic flavour day, and catch up with ready for drenching your gushing entrails like a ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight! Arm-breaking, rich. And horn for horn we stretch and strive. The old tack the hindmost on the drive. To other will-swallowed kites alive or bend like drums. Then, old good man, most like to ride. The thanking boys. Is there the poor his French ragout or ollie all with jaw sour, fricassee, manky spew, perfect scunner, looks down me sneer and scorn to view and sick of dinner. Poor devil, see him out of his trashes, feckless as a wither brashes, spindle shanker, good what lashes, never knit. Bloody flint, feel to dash, oh, how unfit. But mark the rustic haggis pain, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his wally knee, my blade heel, my head, whistle. Legs and arms and heads instead. Ye powers whack mankind your care and dish them out their bill of fare. Oh, Scotland wants none your skinking wear the jots and luggies. If you wish a grapefruit bread, here that is. Hey.
unity in the present conflict. Two things stop me from doing that. Firstly, I've been unable to glean from Burns' writing just what he would have made of all this, apart fairly obviously from his hope that in time, man for man the world o'er shall brothers be for all that. Secondly, these are gloomy times, and I don't want to add to that gloom. So I'll just say what I was going to say before all this happened. It's become fashionable these days to poke fun at anyone famous when reviewing their contribution to our great country. At last year's ski club Burns supper, we had to endure a humorous description of the life of our greatest poet by someone really who should have known better. As if that wasn't bad enough, later in the year we then had to put up with ridicule and scorn aimed at our greatest ever Prime Minister, again by people who should have known better. Well, I deplore this lack of respect for our betters. Tonight I will begin to reverse this regrettable fall in standards, and will give you a serious appraisal of the life of our national bard, who once wrote to a young friend, "Perhaps it may turn out a sang, perhaps turn out a sermon." Well, there's plenty of time for sang later on. What you all need right now is a very long sermon. I'll start off with a tale from his youth. Burns came from a very poor home, so he had to take a Saturday job in a local general store to help feed his family. On his first Saturday, the owner told young Robert to watch while he demonstrated his selling skills. The first customer came in and the owner said to him, "Yes, sir, can I help you?" And the man replied, "Yes, I'd like to buy a bag of manure, please." The man looked puzzled. "Certainly, sir. Would you like to buy," the owner said, "Certainly, sir. Would you like to buy a lawnmower as well?" And the man looked puzzled. "Why would I want to buy a lawnmower?" So the manager explained, "Well, sir, if you put manure in your garden, the grass will grow more quickly, and in a few days, you'll just need to cut the grass with a lawnmower." So the customer bought the lawnmower, and off he went. So the owner said to Robert, "That's how it's done. You deal with the next customer." So the next customer duly arrived, and young Burns said to him, "Yes, sir, can I help you?" And the man replied, "Yes, I'd like to buy a box of tampons, please." "Certainly, sir," replied Robert. "And would you like to buy a lawnmower too?" And the man looked puzzled. "Why would I want to buy a lawnmower?" So young Burns explained, "Well, sir, your weekend's obviously ruined, so you might as well cut the grass." Of course, we've heard that Burns was a great fan of après-ski. I've carried out some painstaking research into this, and I've come to the firm conclusion that his soul wanders round the ski resorts of the world in an eternal search for the ultimate ceilidh, or the definitive disco. It will come to as no surprise to many of you that he was with us in La Plagne, and that it was Burns himself who inspired Darry to feats of vomiting rarely seen before. And the bard who planted in the minds of our chairman and others the words of a song which had originally been applied to himself. Now you remember how it goes, and you can join in if you want. Rabbi Burns, chundering in the cow byre, Rabbi Burns, chundering in the cow byre, spreading all the book call. Rabbi Burns, whoa, Rabbi Burns, whoa, spreading all the book call around. After all, we should remember that he wrote his great poem to a mouse, not as is commonly thought, while reaping in the fields, but when staggering home extremely drunk from the pub, and throwing up over the poor creature. Looking down, he thought, Jesus, I don't remember eating that. Which I suppose all goes to explain why the wee beastie was sleekit, cool and timorous. As we all know, he was a great man for the drink. The ease with which he describes a night boozing at the nappy and getting food and unco happy gives him away in his marvellous epic poem, Tam O'Shanter. In one of my favourite poems, The Holy Fair, he eulogises drink in a way that no one else could. Lees me on drink, gies mair than either school or college. It kennels wit, it wakens leer, it pangs us fu' o' knowledge. Be 't whisky Jill, or penny wheat, or ony stronger potion, it never fails on drinking deep to kittle up our notion by night or day. Of course, if any of this was true, our club would have a complete monopoly of mastermind and brain of Britain. Later in the same poem he says, "There's some are full o' love divine, there's some are full o' brandy, and mony jobs that day begin may end in Hooch Magandie some other day." I should point out, in case any of you are not already aware, that Hooch Magandie is a lovely old Scots word for a very popular pastime then and now. Fornication. Also in The Holy Fair, he describes a scene in a pub which he quite clearly recreated every evening in Lapland. The lads and lassies, blithely bent to mind both soul and body, sit round the table weel content and stare about the toddy. On this ane's dress and that ane's look, they're making observations, while some are cosy in the nuke and forming assignations to meet someday. Another line from The Holy Fair also inspired Burns to create an amusing lunchtime scene in one of La Plagne's many mountain restaurants. In this piece, he is describing the horrors of hell, but the last line is clearly the source of Ian Mayo Ver Jones' amusing table manners. A vast, unbottomed, boundless pit, filled fu' o' lone brimstone, weighs raging flame and scorching heat, wad melt the hardest whinstone. Half asleep, start up with fear, and think they hear it roaring, when presently it does appear 'twas but a neighbour snoring. It's commonly believed that moral standards were higher in Burns' day, and that the promiscuous society is an invention of the late 20th century. But as serious students of licentious behaviour and degeneracy like yourselves will know, quite the reverse was in fact the case. This is illustrated by a story about Burns when he was in his early 30s. Now, it may seem surprising to you that there were anthropologists all those years ago, but there were, and one came to live in Dumfries during Burns' time there. He met Burns on his first day in town, and they fell into conversation. Now, Burns wanted to make him feel at home, so he started telling him about all the local entertainments. He said, "Every Friday night, everybody goes out and gets absolutely plastered. You'll need to come along with us." But the young anthropologist said, "I'm afraid I don't drink." "Well," said Burns, "maybe you'll enjoy Saturdays more." Said, "We all go and we have a good dance, and then all the local young men and young women, they go off into the night for a bit of Hooch Magandie." And the young anthropologist said, "I'm afraid I don't approve of fornication." So Burns looked at him and said, "So you don't drink, and you don't go with women? What are you, some kind of homosexual?" "Certainly not," said the young man. "Well," said Burns, "then I'm afraid that you're not going him to enjoy Sundays either. Even in his own time, he had a bit of a reputation as a bruiser and womanizer, so much so that the father of his future wife, Jean Armour, despaired of him, preventing them from marrying for several years after the birth of their first child. To his credit, Burns did make strenuous efforts to make an honest woman of her, but he was thwarted by Jean's dad at every turn. A friend once asked Mr. Armour why he was so against the young poet. Because he doesn't know how to drink, and he doesn't know how to fornicate, came the reply, and his puritanical pal said, but surely it's a good thing that he doesn't know how to do these terrible things. Ah, that's not the case, said Mr. Armour. The problem is that he does drink and he does fornicate. After they eventually settled down together, Robert and Jean had some more children. Late one night they sent their eldest child to fetch the doctor, who lived several miles away. Come quickly, doctor, said the child. My wee brother's just swallowed a condom. So the doctor dressed as quickly as he could and arrived at the family's cottage within the hour, where he was met by a very relaxed-looking rabbi. Where's the child that swallowed the condom? Said the doctor, quite out of breath. Ah, sorry to bother you, doctor, said the poet. It's all right now, the problem's solved. We found another condom. Apart from sex and poetry, his other loves were dancing and music. So again, he had a great time with us all in La Plagne last March. He had lots to say about dancing, but my favourite was, there's threesome reels, there's foursome reels, there's hornpipes, and Strathspeysman. But the best dance e'er came to the land was the deals awa with the exciseman. His taste in music was more in the folk than the classical tradition, and again he would be well at home in the company of many of those here tonight. Here's what he had to say about classical music. Many musical compositions, however they may transport and ravage you connoisseurs, affect my simple lug no otherwise than merely as melodious din. And while there may have been a bit of false modesty, or even inverted snobbery in that, he certainly preferred the music which he'd been brought up with in the Ayrshire countryside. In the Cotter's Saturday Night, he enthuses about traditional music when he says, compared with these, Italian trills are tame. The tickled ears no heartfelt raptures raise. Although it has to be said that he was writing this almost a century before Verdi was at the height of his powers. Nevertheless, his love of music and dance comes out in the wonderful rhythm of his songs. And along with the rest of you, I've enjoyed what we've already heard tonight in this way, and I look forward to hearing some more of it later this evening. One final story about Rabbi before I hand you back to the care of our host. As I've already mentioned, Burns never had much money and lived in very modest circumstances. Equally, while he knew when to doff his cap to the gentry, he had little or no respect for them. One day, when he was working in the field, a passing aristocrat stopped to ask him for directions. On receiving them, he asked Burns how much land he had. Just 20 acres, said Burns, to which the aristocrat replied, on my estate, if I ride on my horse all day, I don't reach the end of my property until 9 at night. Ah, said Rabbi, I used to have a horse like that too. My bonny gilpies and billies, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the immortal memory of Scotland's finest, Robert Burns.
shall now have, in a minute or so, a few little pipe selections from our special piper, Stuart Martin.
When laddie skiers seek the peace, the rising sun is in the east. No thoughts of lassies cross their mind, 'tis blacks and reds they often find. O'er bumps and jumps they weave their way, with fun and glee throughout the day. Mid-morning breaks they have, of course, vin chaud and cokes and l'eau de source, so many times to cross their lips, to slake their thirst along with nips. When lunchtime orders are called out, more common foods without a doubt are Darry's aim, if only he could understand the French, you see. Salade berger was his call, but when it came, his face said all. It did appear an awful shame the maillot vert had found its aim. That jumper green that is our prize, it should begin before our eyes to Drew, our Wurzel Gummidge lad. He's such a heel, he's such a cad. And after lunch it's not all grind, more cokes and wine are there to find upon the piste in cab and hut, wherein our laddie skiers strut. For by this time, as day goes on, our minds and thoughts are all forlorn. When sun is setting in the west, it's homeward bound at our behest. It must be clear the time has come to think of things at home. Indulge our fancies, clear our head, drink some more wine, make sure we are fed. And as we eat, we do take time to contemplate on things sublime. No one would dream of mountain passes when all the senses turn to lassies. Fair maids, each grieving lassie weeps to think how many lads are creeps. These deals are not within our club, whose time is spent from pub to pub, whose images of lass divine begin at 5 and end at 9, the morning after the night before, and then for her they feel no more, until the sun again has set, when once again she is their pet. Ah, bonny lassies, bonny dames, it makes me sair and feel ashamed to see rae lads sae badly treat me, without a thought I cannot tell you. But mark our skiers strong and fair, with them you're equal and they care, with you to play, their time to share, together skiing. They want dessert, they want nae mair than fun and laughing. Ye poors will plan our annual trip and make the price appear a snip. See us together, cheek by lip, we're off i cashy. All Scotland's glad we've ta'en a grip, our lad and lassie. But to our tale, our skiing bells, you are the best, your virtue tells. Your talent's great, no merits marred, your gifts divine deserve regard. You are unique, you are alone, we would be sad if you were gone. Now lads, let me begin to document afore your een their stature, worth and merits fair, and one by one their beauty here. How to begin? There's Moira first. So short in height she could be missed. What can I tell? What's more to say? Our skiing granny has her way of being friends to one and all. In our esteem, she stands so tall. The Blackie family comes on next. Kathleen our sec, she does the text. So well it seems we are all sure that she should undertake once more this onerous and arduous task. May in our thanks and praise she bask. Her sister Sheila makes no fuss. Her job is to arrange the bus, to take us to the plane to catch. At party time she had no match. Her stripes and wings were all to see. Last year she dressed up as a bee. When dressing up is on her mind, with ball gown flowing far behind, remember Dr. Anne that day. Her pink appearance on a ski was quite an eyeful to behold. She's kind, she's charming, clearly bold. In high regard is Sasha dear. Despite her injured knee last year, with me she sang a fair duet. Her voice is sweet, her tone still set. And now I hear she's joyous glad. There's one to come, it's lass or lad. My honey bunch, my Nadia tie. Of you I cannot ever lie. You are divine. You need to be, to cope with quirks of dear hubby. A chundering in the car park drunk. How sweet the lass, the lad's a skunk. Of damsel fair, I now delight in telling you she is so bright. A Raleigh Brown, she tells a tale that's rude and crude and lewd as well. Of chin-rest jokes, she knows a score. She does not blush, we scream for more. Goods and chattels are her game. Heather Freeman is her name. Where would we be if she did not our blazing fogs and lights sort out? And all can see who raise their eyes. I too have thought she got my size. Oh, Hannah love, send me to hell. Our bedroom secrets I must tell. We were but two. I like a lamb. They made it up, a snoring scam. And now to thee I must confess, she sounded like a train express. How sad to hear that every year HP needs Anne to give them cheer. She has to go away each time and sort their software not online. And thus she misses sun and peace. When skiing's good, HP's a beast. The Tates are next, our Francis lass. She missed last year her only chance. Her John arrived, he was the first. And now we hear he's not the last. Perhaps a time soon will come round when family skis will be the sound. Fiona Walker's quite a girl. In Himalayas did she twirl. She learned to ski with me one year. It was for sure in Lehman Weir. Last year she came more wise and sage. Her gentle hands, her feet massage. Her guitar twangs. She is our choice. Where would we be without her voice? My more I dear, it's you I praise. Do stick with us and be always the Celtic Clippy of our club. When music calls us to the pub. Just twa to come, and then I'll stop. First wife, my Jo, she is the top. Her skiing skills amount to naught. Though climbing boots and gear she's bought, her interest lies in hills and grass. On skis she'd end up on her ass. And final mention it must be, the girls, the lassies, all can see. O gentle dams, it gars me greet, at mention name o' her so sweet, to think about when poem was o'er, the very one I didna woo. Forgive me then, I've tried sae hard, your praise to make, just as the bard. That bard whose name is Robbie Burns, as in his grave this night he turns, while listening to my speech and banter, this parody of Tam O'Shanter. Nae lies are telt, just honest fact, on virtues lauded being exact. Precise have been without the patter, that lads like some would dare to natter. In truth, we find among our lasses such charm no other club surpasses. Our worship true, our love behold, deserve it all, just as I've told. Take this from me, I do aver, the winner of the Mayo Bear. Asleep in cafes, it was said, when wide awake and not in bed. You lads are deals. You are nae bad. You're really jewels. All lads, my friends, just raise your glasses and toast with me, the bonny lasses. Yes.
Thank you very much, Ian. I'm sure we won't forget that. It will be published in 8 volumes next year. But to follow that, if you can, we have Bill Hill.
Sorry, I'm doing it on my own this year because I got carried away last year in bad company. Oh, well, they brewed a peck of malt and ravenel and camped three blithe lads that lay long night, you wadna find and christen me. For we are nae foo, we're nae sae foo, but just a drappie and Newry. The cock may craw, the day may daw, but I will drink the barley bree. Here are we met, 3 merry boys, 3 merry boys, I trow are we. And many's a night we've merry been, and many more we hope to see. For we are nae foo, we're nae sae foo, but just a drappie and Newry. The day may daw, the cock may craw, but I will taste the barley bree. It is the moon, I ken her horn, that's shining in the left, say he. She shines sae bright while us aim, but by my sooth she'll wait a wee. For we are nae foo, we're nae that foo, but just a drappie and Newry. For the cock may craw, the day may daw, but I will taste the barley bree. What first shall rise to gang a walk, a cackle cow or loon is he. What first beside his chair shall fall, he is the king among us 3. For we are nae foo, we're nae that foo, but just a drappie and Newry. For the cock may craw, the day may daw, and I will taste the barley bree.
Thanks very much, Bill. Kai, if you're watching that, Do not imitate that.
Yes.
We shall now take a short break where you can top up your glasses.
For in heaven dost dwell, for as it pleases best thyself, sends into heaven and dead to hell, offer thy glory, and no for any good or ill they've done afore ye. I bless and praise thy matchless might when thousands thou hast cast in night, that I am here before thy sight for gifts and grace, a burning and a shining light to all this place. For was I or my generation that I should get such exaltation? I would deserve most just damnation for broken laws, 6,000 years ere my creation through Adam's cause. When from my mother's womb I fell, thou might have cast me deep in hell, to gnash my gums, to weep and wail in burning lakes, where damned devils roar and yell, chained to their stakes. But here I am, a chosen sample, to show thy grace is great and ample. I'm here, a pillar of thy temple, strong as a rock, a guide, a buckler, an example to all thy flock. And yet, O Lord, confess it must, at times I'm fashed with fleshy lust, and other times confess I must, while self gets in. But thou remembers we are dust defiled with sin. O Lord, yes, stream thou kens wi' meg, thy pardon I sincerely beg. O may it never be a lasting plague to my dishonour, and I'll ne'er lift a lawless leg again upon her. Besides, O Lord, a man of vow will lease his last 3 times a trow. But Lord, that Friday I was fou ere I come near her, or else thou kens thy servant true would never steer her. Maybe thou let'st this fleshy thorn buffet thy servant e'en and morn, lest he, our prude or high, should turn at his cigar. Oh, frae God's ain priest the people's hearts, he steals a war. And when we chasten him therefore, you mind how he bred sick a splore that set the world in a roar a laughing at us. Curse thou his basket and his store, kale and potatoes. Lord, hear my earnest cry and prayer against that presbytery o' here. Thy strong right hand, Lord, make it bear upon their heads. Chastise them, Lord, and dinna spare for their misdeeds. O Lord, my God, that glib-tongued Achan, my very heart and flesh are quaking to think how we stood sweating, shaking, and pissed with dread, while he with hanging lip and snakeit held up his head. Lord, in thy day of vengeance triumph. Lord, visit them who did employ him, and in thy mercy pass na by him. Nor hear his prayer, but for thy people's sake destroy him and dinna spare. But Lord, remember me and mine, with mercies temporal and divine, that I for grace and gear may shine, excel benign, and all the glory shall be thine. Amen. Amen.
However, Bill must have been confident of female support. By asking me on Wednesday night to answer on behalf of the lasses, he managed in typical male fashion to throw my mind into confusion. After ample sustenance and reflection on the and the attributes of some of the men present. A few came to mind. Take Drew as an example. Suave, debonair, the Wurzel Gummidge of Lake Ontario. His salopettes were last seen marching up the steps of the Scottish Museum for carbon dating. His tartan scarf was retreating on its own back to whence it came from, the dark recesses of the Middle Ages. Drew's replacement gear is now challenging Daddy's for the title of the bright spark of the Cairngorms. Ah, Davy, the roving reporter. Rumour has it that Davy was seen to flash his naughty bits while skiing in Belplan. I have confirmation of this from my good friend Alison Brown. Yes. In her words, he welded his block and tackle to the pommel. And all for the sake of charity. Talking of block and tackle, there is now living proof that Bill Hills remains in good working order. His new daughter, Lindsay. A perfect example of male logic comes in the form of one Ian McKinley. Having sold all his ski equipment, he then thought it logical to book up a ski holiday. He has been seen by a keen-eyed female observer, Nadia, sporting the 1970s collection of Hill-End designer skis. However, I have been assured by one close to him that next year he will be challenging Drew for the title, for the Bright Spark Award. Now, Ian Jones, and at this point I would like to put the record straight, holder of not one but two Maya Bears. Are you still awake, Ian? This repeated offender, by the way, when poked he emits crumbs, is known affectionately as Peast Machine. This prompted Nadia Tide to exclaim, and I quote, "At first, all I could think was how dedicated the local workers were in preparing the Peast through the night. But then I realised that the noise was coming from the next room, and it was the noise of someone snoring. I am astounded that this racket could emanate from a human being." Danny Tye, another holder of that illustrious award, also known as Hoover Mouth, Guzzle Bucket, and Homo scophagarius, and at the other end, Skunk Bum. Talking of which, Sam, we're sorry to hear about your problems in that direction. Homo scophagarius, one who exudes foul smells at the slightest provocation. He could make good use of this variety of aromas, for example, clearing toe cues. This I have witnessed him do with remarkable dexterity. And as Drew has already referred to, he is also famous for vomiting between parked cars, but he's selective and favours BMWs. Yeah. Last Monday night, I forced myself to attend the ski fitness class. My eyes were open. We girls had enormous difficulty in suppressing our laughter at the men present, some of whom were Nigel Henderson, Dave Finney, Ross Haddon. Some who weren't were Sandy Douglas, Bill Hill, Ian Jones, John Curry, I'm pleased to say there was good representation from the female sex. All the other men whose athletic abilities did not escape unnoticed. Viewing these people from various strange new angles lasses more appreciation of those smaller attributes that normally go unnoticed. Something I'm sure Burns would definitely have approved of. Finally, lasses, informal Burns suppers is not normal custom to toast the men. However, this could be just another male ruse to exclude the lasses from partaking of the amber nectar. So please, raise your glasses to the laddies.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much, Hannah. Now, to give the toast to the club, the members and the guests, we have an esteemed president of the club, Alan Blackie, to whom Burns wrote these words: "Go somewhere else and seek your dinner on some poor body."
Thank you, Davy. This is a reference to the Davy.
Stand up, Alan.
In the words of Sir Andrew saying, you get a scud in the lug. Well, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, members, presidents, brethren, lords, ladies, mugs all. I've got the great pleasure tonight to deliver a toast to our club. And a rare toast it should be, and hopefully worthy of the occasion. I think it's a grand club that East Edinburgh Ski Club has, and I think Burns would probably have had a few things to say about it. Burns, of course, wrote absolutely no poems at all about skiing. Although, as I say, if he'd been alive today, he would probably have had something to say about it. There are, however, some hints in Burns' poetical works, the Dinah edition of 1904. This was written in the same year as Sam Scott's skis were made. Burns himself, a very social man, obviously foresaw something of East Edinburgh Ski Club. For instance, in one of his elegies, he must have known something about the amount of time that the club chairman spends on inspection trips. Oh Henderson, the man, the brother, and art thou gone and gone forever? Be that as it may, Burns also had a keen eye for the poetic potential of the ski season. He wrote in winter, "The wintry wast extends his blast, and hail and rain does blaw, or the stormy north sends driving forth the blinding sleet and snow." Sounds like Kieran Gorman a good day. And also from A Winter Night, when biting boreas fell and dour, sharp shivers through the leafless bower, when Phoebus gies a short-lived flower, far south the lift, dim darkening through the flaky shower, or curling drift. And as we all know, Burns would have been more than enthusiastic about après-ski, or about the club's social programme, by his many poems about social life, such as Scotch Drink, when he wrote, "Let other poets raise a fracas about vines and wines and drunken Bacchus, and crabbit names and stories rack us, and great our luck. I sing the juice Scotch beer can mak us in glass or brook." He also wrote a little about sport in Halloween when he wrote, "With merry songs and friendly cracks, I wad they didna weary, and unco tales and funny jokes, their sports were cheap and cheery." Just like Edinburgh Ski Club, of course. I could go on with many more short quotes from many of the Bard's works, but I will resist the temptation to try and follow the many accomplished speakers of earlier this evening and move towards the toast with hopefully a few well-chosen words with some social significance. Like the Cotter Saturday Night, when Burns wrote of scenes like these, old Scotia's grandeur springs, that Max had loved at home, revered abroad. And I think that sums up the kind of atmosphere that the social side of this grand club tries to create. And it gives me great pleasure to finish by saying a few words from John Barleycorn. Then let us toast John Barleycorn, each man and woman, a glass in his hand, and may his great posterity ne'er fail in old Scotland. the East Edinburgh Steeple.
Thanks very much, Alan. And now back to Stuart, the wee pipe selection.
You have a bash of that one. Neither have I. That's green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lasses, oh. Rich rashes chase, and riches still may fly them all. And though at last they catch them fast, their hearts can ne'er enjoy them all. Green grow the rashes all, green grow the rashes all. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent are spent among the lasses all. But gaze a canny routine, my arms about my dearie oh, and warly cares and warly men may I gang tafsel teary oh. Green grow the rashes oh, green grow the rashes oh. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lasses oh. All nature swears the lovely dears, her noblest work she classes oh, her prentice hand she had and on, her toils obscure and on, the kindest part the giddy stand, the man's look out for all, what though and gamely fairy night, where Holland grey and on, it pours their silks and makes their wine, the man's look down for all, the Romans and Romans, their tinsel show and all, the honest man's gold safe for his king of Milford all, his sea and burning on our land was tossed and stairs and low, though wondrous was
That's right. Now here, it's a better film light. Now, here you go. Now, there's the light. That's the natural light.
Should I hold them?
That's it.
Go on, sight.
What are you looking at? find it. Beauty's where you find it. Greta Garbo and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas, we're in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
time, breathe. Exhale. 6. Hold on, 6. Now you can try not to let the knee go forward, but the knee stays at a right angle. Okay, hold that position. Now if you can, bring the arms through. Place the knee on the floor, the supporting knee, and hold it like that. Okay, just a stretch. Good. And up. Good. Gently, very gentle now with the knee. Turn round to the other side. And gently push back. 1, 2, 3. Push through the pelvis. Push down through the pelvis. Okay, hold it. Gently put the knee on the floor. Push it slightly back. Okay, push through and hold it. And up. Knees together. Good. Pushing up through the knees, knees together, and you just push back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Release. Okay. And push back. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Release. So what you're aiming to do is get the torso going back into the legs. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. And last time, pushing back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. But this time, take the hands forward, take the weight into the hands. Drop into the arm. Push back the legs. Okay. And release again. Good. Weight in the hands. Push back from there. And the very last one. Okay, now relax. 5. Stretch your back. Okay, feet together this time. Remember the one we did last week? Bend the right knee. Keep the feet together. Now push the heels slowly down the left foot. 1. Chain on the opposite leg. Now just feel the stretch now going back. And pushing 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. Bend both knees. And push 1. And 2. 3. 4. 2. 3. 4. Release. 2. 3. 4. Then 2. 3. 4. Release. 2. 3. 4. Extend. 2. 3. Last time. And slowly unbend. Bend at your heart. Okay. Okay, good to get the mats out now.
It doesn't just happen once and it keeps happening.
Now release in the back, push the spine away, relax your shoulders. Good, nice. Okay, long backs, long necks. You've got a chordy ballet at the end of this. Right, okay, and relax. 2, 3. 2, 3, and 4. And release, breathe out, breathe out. 4, release, 2, 3, and 4. Now lean back, put the arms to the side. Okay, now keep the arms working, don't drop anything like that. Keep the arms working. And we'll do point, flex, point, and down, and point, flex, and down, and point, flex, point, flex, again, point, good, point, last time, point, and just relax. Relax, pull the knees into the chest. Nice and relaxed. Okay, the arms are going to, if you're on a mat with lots of people, make sure you've got enough room to swing your arms. If you're going to go, swing, slap, and down. So you need this movement. Move from the mat. You're going to climb someone. Okay, try not to bring the arms here. Okay, just watch a second. Try not to bring them up. Bring the arms round. Again, the momentum will help you get up. 8 on each leg. Nice and relaxed. Right leg first. And 1. Breathe out and come on. Big leg. This is quite hard. Okay, nice and smooth. Keep the back on the floor. Head and neck coming up. And exhale. Release. Last time. Breathe in. Exhale. And relax. Take the hands. The hands now come up. Just slightly past the knee. And slide down again. But remember to keep breathing. So you breathe in. Exhale. Let you come up, knees bend, and release. And breathe out. Keep the feet on the floor, and breathe out. Try and keep it quite smooth. And again, breathe out. Very gentle. And again, breathe out. And last time, breathing out, and relax. Cross over the leg, lift the foot off the floor, arms to the side, and you pull 1, 2, 3, 4, pull 2, 3, and pull 2, 3, 4. Hold still, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Okay, when you hold that one still, Push up. Now very slowly lower each vertebrae as slowly as you possibly can into the floor. Stretch the back, spine. Good. Okay. And now reverse that with the knees into the chest. Stretch. And relax. Bring the right knee into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Last set. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly coming up. Clench the fist. Lean back. Look to the ceiling. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. Rest, different rest. Rest. Lean back. Knees bent. Clench the fist. Now try not to round the back, but keep the back nice and straight. Long neck. Look to the ceiling. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just bend the knees and just rest back over. Keep the knees bent. Rest the back. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Now feel this muscle in the buttocks and contract the muscle below. Okay, so you contract and release. Contract and release. Contract and release. Now contract. Take the arms out. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Relax. I think about half of you lost contraction in there. So you try and keep the feeling that you're lifting up off the bottom, but still breathe as well. Okay? And flex. Point. When you flex, the heels come off the floor. Point. Don't lift them off, just flex. Good, that's it. Flex. And relax. Shake it. Bring the right knee in. Okay. And look. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Carefully coming up through the back, through the spine. And just relax if you can. So okay, take the mats away now. To one side, try and give as much space as you can.
My hero for this time now.
uncurl, 2, 3, and 4. And again. Head, middle back, release. Slowly up, 2, 3, 4, and again. Head, and curve the spine. Tuck the head in when you curve, roll down. 2, 3, 4, and last time, head, curve the middle back, release all the way down, and uncurl through the back. And circle the head for 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, back for 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 1, 2, back, 2, shoulders, 1, 2, 3, and 4, forward, lift high and shoulders, 2, 3, and 4, now just lift and drop, nice and relaxed, dropping shoulders down, and last time, hold it, and then drop. Okay, so the hips, 1, 2, 3, 4, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, feet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then back, 2, 3, 4, change, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back, 2, 3, and 4. Keep in same position, nice wide hands, stretch your 8, lifting, fingertip stretch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, reach, 2, and more. 3, and it needs to be very full time. 4, and 5. Do your legs stronger? Do your 8th week. And again. Heels into the floor, then the knees, and gently come up to the front. And I just have to push you again. the arm over. That's it. Good, good, good. And down. And again. Reach, stretch the waist. And release. And lift. And release. Once more, hold it, stretch, hold the stretch. Really pull out. Stand through the whole side of the body. And down. Good, on the other side. Okay, lifting. And 1, 2. Try to keep off the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that pain? Okay, 10. And reach 1. And release. And 2. Okay. Keep the arm open. That's it. Oh, that's it. Good, 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 good. That's nice. And again, reach. And last one, coming up and holding it. Reach. Full stretch. Extend. Try and stretch the person opposite you. Good. And good. Well done, well done. Okay, just relax into the floor now. Just relax back. Knees into the chest. Circle, rotating your feet round. And back again. Good. Okay, now just relax. Back. You need to take the right leg, extend the right leg, and just lift it and lower. But keep it off the floor and keeping the hips off the floor. We're going to do this for 10. So try and keep the hips as high as you can and lower. So you're just pushing up and lower. We'll try this for 10. Okay, let's just rest. Okay, all together, right leg, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, legs straight, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, on the other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Carefully placing back into the floor, knees into the chest, stretching the base of the spine. Okay, now extend your right leg up, take it to your left hand, lift it up. Now this is the difficult bit. Keep this hip firmly pushed down, open to the side, and bring it round, keeping it off the floor. So we're taking it up, crossing it over, lifting. Now try to keep this hip pushed down, and then slide it round. Okay, let's just try 4. It's just to open up the pelvis, just loosen the pelvis. And get a nice spinal stretch as well. Okay, so you make sure you're not going to anymore. Right leg, lifting up, point toes, legs straight, and take it to the side. Good, good, good. Now lifting it up, keep the hip pushed down, let it drop, and swing round. Good, well done. Same leg, and lift, extend, lift, open, and carefully coming round, and again. We'll just do 3, I think. And just shake that leg out. Good. And the opposite leg, and lift. Extend, try to get it as near to your hand as you can. Lift, open the hip, slide over. And again, lift to the side. Up, bringing it round. And last time, lift, and to the side. 5. Okay, and the side. 1, 2. So faster. 3. Slow it down. 4, 5, and that's 6. Okay, good job. Right, stomach muscles, knees back, so lying back, warming up, breathing in, exhale, and 1, and release. 2, and release. 3, remembering breathing out, and release. And release. And again. Do this in your time, just really working the tummy muscles. Do you find some muscles have got a lot stronger? Yeah? Okay, last one. Okay, now this time you're going to rest your hands just here, just on your forehead for this one. And you're going to lift up for a count of 10. No, like 8, we'll do it. 8. We'll be too ambitious. And you're just going to lift 1, 2, 3, and so on for 8. Remembering the breath, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, well done, and rest. Cross the legs, hands behind the head, just breathe in, exhale, coming together, and 2, 3, 7, last one now, 8, and just relax. Good. Well done. Cross the right hand over onto the left shoulder, extend the hand, and we're going to stretch 8 to the opposite side, 1 each side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Come around on all fours. Time's running away with us tonight, so just move through this very quickly. Flex the foot and lower and move to 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex to the side, lower, and 1, 2. Doing this for 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the other leg, and 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex. 1 to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. Arch the back. Exhale. Head up. Breathe in. Exhale. Head comes up. And breathe. Exhale. Head coming up. Relax the spine. And again. Breathe in. Exhale. Head comes up. And last time, breathe. Lift high, high. Okay.
This is what this could be a cardboard. Why not here? The only thing is this is
The camera while you do it.
Shall I open the oysters? Carry on.
Oysters?
I'll go to the loo.
which one? What would you take? Original.
Oh, so. Go down to Ledburn, go straight over, and up towards Howgate. Go through Howgate, and about another mile past there, there's a wee 2 or 3 houses. It's called Lodestone, and there's a huge T-shaped.
Trying to get the boxes in. The bathroom, listen to Hannah tinkling.
I'll teach her how to lock doors, eh?
This is the guest bedroom. Which was tidy. There's Sean's bedroom.
Nice of you.
Thanks. Don't get this corner because it's got all the switches.
Oh, we got to see this. You didn't bring your cables with you.
Anna's away for a look to see if she's got some.
We're going to have them with Worcester sauce and a squish of lemon, a bit of salt, and some champagne and Guinness.
Can I see one? What?
This is oyster knife. Oyster. I have to put it in here and break the seal. Sometimes I have to use a hammer. They're quite difficult to open.
So it's see.
In fact, they're very difficult to open.
Right, Hannah, give it a shot so it's done.
A bit of
No, I can't eat. Oh, not eat it, so I'm sorry. I'll give it a...
and a little bit of mayo and currants.
Make it loose first.
And loosen it.
Daddy, daddy, daddy. Daddy, daddy.
Another spinach.
Squealing, it's going.
Then what do you do?
And just
Squeeze
eat
some
it.
lemon.
Squeeze some lemon, the parent salt, and then you wallop it in.
Oh God, skirt.
Just a wee bit, because remember it's quite. You don't have to have the impediments, but it's nice with the impediments.
It tastes like salted water.
No.
Why do you put more salt on the sugar and salt?
You don't have to put salt. It's just
Really slimy.
it's nice also with a bit of pepper. Yeah.
Tasty.
It's a bit too.
Yeah, they're hard at work here.
I didn't realise windbreaks were part of this team. We've got a windbreak too.
Oh, crumbs! Well, next time.
Hannah,
Right round.
I meant to tell you that Dave was saying he bumped into Stuart Littlejohn and he got beat up.
Separate. That's separate? Yeah. Oh, I see, that's what I was trying to get. This go. I know, you know that tent's bigger than the other tent. Heather. It's longer. Oh my God, it's wider. Yeah, it seems to be that wee bit bigger all around, eh? I was looking, and I think maybe that mat's not right. I'm cutting it off for service. To scratch, because it's always got so. Thank you very much, Dave.
You get up in the middle of the night to go to the loo, and you never get there.
I know. Stuffed it with you as well. I'll be able to get all that stuff in, yeah. It's got a nice colour, isn't it? That's very nice. Absolutely filthy now.
Oh, yay.
Scots way we Wallace bled, Scots lumbrus a Galton led. Welcome to your glory bed, or to victory. Now the day and now the hour, see the front of Arthur's see the broads put Edward's path, chains of slavery. What will be a great name? What will fell?
Nadia, do that again. That's really like American. That's one for Mum. That's one for Mum. Mum knows I'm
Oh, but she's one for my hair already. Cash.
Right, okay, we're all gathering round. Oh dear. It's a bit too far for the flush though.
You said it wasn't the first turn though. You should have taken it. You did tell me the second turn.
Show us your tent then, Margaret.
This is my new tent. Isn't it lovely? It's very grand.
Colour coordinated.
Ooh.
Do the lungs like. Nadia, I've had some hummus sticks.
So everybody else can do that. I can do the
Oh, Fiona, we fly our tea, but we can have supper now.
Time for supper.
wee green ones on the...
Used to have handbags.
Latest in designer walking gear. Notice the waterproof texture and the dull subdued colours.
Oh my god, Daddy's got yet another new.
And notice the flattering hat. That's enough, Hannah, that's enough, that's enough.
My new socks. I bought them at an outdoor shop.
See my feet biting red?
No.
No. I get the occasional spot.
Here's Daddy Ty modelling the latest and expensive jackets. Zipping himself right up to the neck. No. With matching poserish hat. Doesn't he look the part?
Where are we going?
Heather, I meant to say to you, there's astronomical domes round the back of you.
Pardon? Astronomical what?
Well,
any astronomical don't part for me.
Fancy that. Near sitting up.
Mine picked with all staff, which is right.
Twa sisters. Twa sisters fell off a log into the burn.
Don't leave me this way. I'm not going any further. No. It's a bit narrow.
What angle is it taking us at?
You know, if you're walking through.
Is that a good picture of her?
They edit out that bit now, everybody walking past. Were you saying something? Like something silly like that? It's not natural. It's not a picture of the feet because it was pointing up the way.
That's my crotch.
Is it?
Have to take it out. I didn't know you were going to be doing something like that. Down by the riverside. Hang up it.
That is a good program.
It's good walking these things because you hardly know you're walking in the street.
What? I should get into the better for
I don't
It's a wee up in there. I do it's a good view. beach over the river.
Hannah's got a bag in her mouth.
There's two!
So I saw flying over yesterday. If someone's after you to kill you, he can probably jump in.
Or maybe just stand there. I wonder where he went after that though. Oh, just up the other side.
Bang!
It's actually getting down onto the rock that's... How did he get down there? Must have zonked down there. Is it a true story?
Shoes are beautiful.
Put her clothes off.
It must be nice to go back.
It's a nice walk. I like going up close too, but I love this kind of walk. I'll tell you where it is.
That's like a wee man-made bit round.
pretty good.
Want something more exciting than grass? I think I've got some. Look in these things. Yeah. Oh, that horse doesn't look well, does it? It's not got anything.
It looks shy.
It doesn't look well.
It's got...
Smell at the camera.
Hello. You remind me of my pussycat. She's an animal too.
Oh, yeah, that's where the similarity ends.
You've got big eyes. But she doesn't look very well. It looks like she's using the idea of a castawaller. Goodbye, horse. Oh, very awesome. Actually, its eyes look red and bloodshot.
Is it the same just because it's a green?
Because it's white and it shows, aren't it?
Yeah.
Eyelashes. Black here in its eye.
Doesn't chomp your finger.
There you are. Yeah, you can see a bit better now. Yes. Nice horse. Oh, where is it due? Ben, I hope you're happy you'll have your baby. Have a pet look. I think it is well, do you think? Oh, poor thing. Oh, bye-bye. A bit sleepy. Oh, look, it's good. It's nodding off. It's going.
Don't get greedy now.
Look at that horse. It's got hat. No wonder it didn't
like
come.
that?
It's got nowhere
Do you like
to
that?
go anywhere. See, that horse couldn't come because it's so... Do you have any more?
My rucksack.
Likes that. That's got you going. Do you want me to film you giving it a bit? You like that? That was nice. That got you going. That's what you needed, a nice bit of chocolate. Wash my hands now.
Hi.
Here's Hannah, just about to...
Preparing things. But I've lost salt and pepper in the cayenne pepper.
Bend down, Hannah, and sit squat by the stall. They're all slimy. That means they're nice and fresh.
Oil. I've got to go and get olive oil and salt and pepper and cayenne pepper. Hold on.
To go out till the flames are still thinking.
It's a tiptoe. Be okay.
Eh?
It'll be okay, don't you worry. Right.
Yummy!
Yummy, cold.
Should be all ready.
Have you asked me to film the mushrooms?
Not yet. Hannah could be a fishwife.
Hannah.
What?
Hannah could be a fishwife.
Nadia, you're filming while going wait.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can see light flashing.
Yes, I know, but the 1 second count hadn't come up yet.
Hey!
You don't want the marinade?
No. I just can't. I just don't do any more gardening. I do it. You can't go. I hear you may be going home tonight. He cuts the grass.
Yeah, yes.
He does the grass. He does the grass and vegetable patch. That's fine.
Summer's lovely.
Nadia's quite keen on saying the Queen's Leap.
The Queen's Leap! The Queen's Leap!
The Queen's Leap on the song.
Mind you, nicer on a sunny day.
Yes, it is cold, coming from there.
I was
one of these. Oh, another event of these Take the lens down.
Once she's focused.
It's only 3,000.
That one there is 30.
Only.
Two lots away, 29th and 30th. But that's a weekend, isn't it?
It was deeply troubled by the killing, but there was no direct criticism of the Israelis. Gavin Hewitt reports.
Right across the Middle East, the Sheikh's death whipped up protest. This was Cairo, and on the streets, the hooded faces of militants.